Hello everybody, Walter here. Welcome to episode 17 of the Let's Play series for Hardspace Shipbreaker. In the last episode we managed to reach rank 18 and with that unlocked the newest variation of the Javelin class, the Large Refueling Tanker, which obviously is going to be the ship for today. On the other hand, the story also advanced quite a bit and now we've reached a bit of a boiling point, so it's going to get interesting. And with that said, let's actually get back into the game. And once the loading is done, we can, as usual, have a quick look at the equipment first.
Cutter 9346-52. Your designated sleep period is now over. Have a great day.
So, we have a decent chunk of Lynx tokens, so let's see. Nothing overly interesting here. Oh, what's that? Ah, I can now actually buy that one. Basically every shift costs me about 500,000 or so, and now it costs less. So anyway, we have thrusters. Let's also buy those. Buy here. I do need some of these now, so let's see. Let's grab a few more of these. And then, let's increase health a little bit for my main equipment. And yep, that should be enough for now. Okay, let's have a look at the ships. And we have it already at the very top here. The large variation of the Refueling Tanker in Javelin. 9 milestones, has a level 8. And yeah, that is going to be an interesting ship. So, let's get started. And let's actually start with this ring here at the front. So, and now we need our explosives. So then let's get those into the barge. That's already a decent chunk of value right there.
Salvage deposit confirmed. Applying credit.
Right, that's a bit too much. Was there? So no ring at the back. Okay, interesting. Now let's have a look at... okay, this is completely pressurized. So let's start by preparing for dismantling.
Airlock depressurizing. Airlock pressurizing.
Oh, and the filter we were missing. Nice. So, then let's see. We should be able to depressurize this somewhere. Yeah.
Air pressure.
Oops. It's a little bit fast with that.
Airlock depressurizing.
Okay, not scrapped yet, so nothing really lost there. I should give it a little bit more time though in the future. Okay, so we can get out here. That is good. And then we should only have the cockpit left here. Yeah,
Airlock
looking good.
depressurizing. Airlock pressurizing.
Oh,
Airlock depressurizing.
that is going to be a bit of an issue. I might be able to handle that though by... Yeah. Disconnecting this. So this whole plate here is now disconnected, but it can't go anywhere, so that was the safest way to do this. So open here. Okay, then we have just the front of the cockpit left. So then let's grab that stuff here. This is taking ages to get rid of. Okay. So. And you go
Salvage deposit registered.
somewhere over there.
Account credited.
You know what, while I'm here I might as well
Object accepted
already
for
grab this stuff here. Would be a bit of a waste of opportunity here.
Salvage accepted. Credit applied. Salvage deposit secured. Credits awarded.
So let's see. Ah, some more loot. That's always appreciated. And then we can cancel those two here. Then move that over there. Looking for this one here.
Object accepted for processing. Credit
Then,
deposit.
hopefully. Yeah, that should also fit there without getting in contact with the fuel tank. Okay, now before I start disconnecting the various parts here, you should make your way over there more or less. Let's go to the back half here. And this is also completely pressurized. But first, let's... Wait, that is the wrong button. So, now. Let's disconnect this one here. Usually you would want to wait until you have depressurized everything, because if this cuts into the surface, then it could get into trouble, but I don't think that is going to happen here. Yeah. Already upgraded all of this here nicely, so the explosion radius is small enough, and you can go in there. Thank you very much. So. Now for the front or the back part here. Also completely pressurized yet.
Airlock pressurizing.
So we have one of these here. Nice.
Air pressure level decreasing.
So then let's
Airlock depressurizing.
worry about the airlocks.
Airlock depressurizing.
And then let's worry about the front part. And that hopefully was all. Okay, that is looking good. So we have the cooling loop here, and then over here we have our thruster. Let's grab that before I forget about that at some point in the future. Okay, now time to get cutting. And here obviously don't cut into the pipe, that would be kind of a problem. Can I? No, I can't, this is too heavy, so then let's cut one more time. that is now big enough to remove. So, then, this one here can go down into the barge. And I can put this to the side.
Salvage deposited. Applying credit to
And
account.
then it can go into the processor. Wait, wait, not in the furnace. Come on. That was somewhat close. Okay. Now, as usual, let's continue over here.
Valuable object processed. Credits deposited.
And we have our connection points. That's the airlock. Oh, and we have a radiation filter. That is interesting. There's another connection point here. And we have just one last side here. Okay, that is hopefully light enough to be moved around. So, and then I should be able to just move this over there. And let's grab
Valuable object
console.
processed. Credits awarded.
5 minutes left, Cutter. How you use them is entirely up to you. We were out.
Salvage secured. Applying credit.
So let's get this luring out of the way. Just be careful that you're not accidentally hitting any of the pipes again.
Deposit
That would be a very quick shift then. So,
Salvage secured. Credits deposited.
question is, do I want to already deal with this here entirely? I think I'm going to wait with that until I have the front part more or less done. Since there should be a power generator somewhere. Oh. And the airlock is still pressurized, so that should also be handled. So that is the reason I
Airlock depressurized.
checked, otherwise things like that can be overlooked. So what do we have? Checked, yeah, we have some parts there. Okay, there's definitely a power generator somewhere. So let's make our way in here. And start cutting. Yeah, there's not much space left over here. So that's one side done. Then we have the airlock. Let's concentrate on just getting rid of those interconnections here. That was a bit too deep. That cut. That cut was a little bit much. So. And some more loot. Very nice. Well, let's check anything I forgot over here. Up there. So then I should be able to get some more parts into the processor. Yeah, I really am not a fan of the length of this entire build here. Or this entire ship. Pretty annoying to get the front parts in position. And there's a power generator.
One minute left, Cutter. If you got something cooking, now's the time to plate it and bring it to the table.
Processor deposit accepted. Credits awarded. Salvage deposit registered. Account credited.
So, second fuse. And last fuse. And that's the power generator.
Salvage accepted. Credit applied. Deposit accepted for processing.
Okay, first shift done, and almost a third of the way already along. Okay, looking good so far. You might be able to do this in 3 shifts if it continues like this.
Good morning, Shipbreaker.
Gather up, fellas. Gather up. I got something to share with you all. A real treat.
Hold up. Where's Lou at?
We'll come to that. Now, I'm gonna read a message I acquired last night. To Group Undisclosed. As has been occurring in salvage yards across the colonies, our team has been struggling with an administrator who is oppressive, petty, and cruel. This official puts our safety at risk and assaults the mental health and well-being of our team. These clear tactics of oppression are being used to undermine the strength and will of our crew. We need to show Lynx and the world that we are not without power, and we will no longer tolerate being treated as less than human. Industrial action would show Lynx that we control the means of their profit. Action is hope, solidarity is strength. Your colleague in solidarity, Lou. Carnegie Station.
Where's Lou?
Heading back where she belongs.
You gone way out of line here, Hal. This is my crew, and I say who stays and who goes.
Save it, Joseph. I've shared all this with headquarters. And now, I've got one last thing. A message from Rye Paulson herself. I strongly encourage you all to pay attention.
To all employees of Lynx Salvage Division, this is an important update on our effort to safeguard you from predatory union organizers. We have received disturbing information of a plan to commit a terrible act of violence by this group. In these drastic times, it is our duty to take drastic measures. For this, we turn to Clause 19C of your work agreement. Clause 19C stipulates that anything produced by Lynx equipment is the sole property of Lynx Corporation. Most importantly, this clause applies to the genetic assets produced by our Everwork technology, otherwise known as spares. Beginning today, Lynx Corporation will immediately assume control of all individual rights and liberties of its employees. This will allow us to greatly restrict the spread of union activity and protect our precious workforce. You entrusted yourself to us, and we will keep you safe from harm. Thank you.
This is ludicrous. First, you push the hazard levels on us. Then you stop us from training. You take Dee Dee's comms away, you bully Kaido, Lou disappears, and now this. This is beyond.
It's all right there in your contract, Joseph. Now, as your corporate representative, Curzon, your financial account with New Manila Credit is being turned over to Lynx. Recurring transfers there will be stopped immediately. 52, that vehicle parked outside your hab is now Lynx property. I've sent a tuck to retrieve it.
No. You can't do that. That was my personal property. I gave that to...
Muted. And don't think I haven't seen you scrounging parts on the job, 52. That's theft, kiddo. And it stops now.
Please. My family. Please.
Look, this is all temporary. Just till this union stuff gets sorted. Disagree and commit, people. Now, since we're down a person, you're all gonna have to pick up the slack. Chop chop, folks. These ships aren't breaking themselves. I'll see you all in the yard. Road's out.
Yeah, that just happened. And now, if you have been following the series carefully, you know what was going on from the very beginning. Rhodes is a douchebag, but one with a plan. Put pressure on the team, increase hazard levels without training until someone makes a mistake, and then, and that will be quite obvious pretty soon, try to turn them. This is classic tyrannical despotic behavior. And we'll see how that turns out for Lynx in the future. Yeah, but so first let's actually look. Okay, this is Beulah. And when we come back, it will no longer be there. So, anyway. We still have a shift to continue. And a story to advance.
Doesn't it feel so much calmer and focused out there? In fact, I'm gonna leave Weaver on mute a while. Let him cool down.
You're a real waste of skin, Hal.
Careful now, Curzon. I can put you on leave, too. Just like your pal, Lou. You know the real beauty of that? When you're on leave, you're still Lynx property. Can't do much of anything without our say-so.
Shouldn't we be working instead of chatting?
Oh, I am working, Curzon. This is my job. You, on the other hand, you better get to it. You too, Kaido.
Yes, sir.
And you, 52. Let's get those ships stripped, people.
Processing valuable object. Credits awarded.
So that's the armor at the back. And let's burn out this module here so we can get to the internals.
Salvage destroyed. Please refrain from damaging salvage. Salvage deposited. Applying credit to account. Salvage secured. Account credit applied. Salvage secured. Applying credit. Deposit accepted for processing.
Now there should be, yeah, 2 storage bins holding
Salvage deposit
the
confirmed. Applying credit.
wall. And once they are out of the way, we can get even more stuff out here.
Salvage deposit accepted. Credits transferred.
Yeah, cool.
Salvage secured. Credits deposited.
Tether supplies are low.
Yeah, I'm going to grab some more tethers
Object
pretty soon.
accepted for processing. Credits deposited.
Some more posters.
Salvage goal met. Rewards will be paid.
Lots of posters this time. And then we have battery pack and computer. And even more posters.
Salvage registered. Transferring credits.
And that is this module done. I can now work on these here. So, and now should be able to get all of this here out of the way.
Salvage deposited. Applying credit to account. Valuable object processed. Credits awarded.
Ah, there were 2 of those, okay. I thought I only grabbed 1, but I actually got it.
Salvage secured.
Okay, then there should be
Applying
one more
credit.
console on the backside here. So, that's this one handled. And now it's time to get
Salvage
cutting.
secured. Account credit applied.
And be careful with the cutting, you don't want to hit any of those tanks here actually. Oh, that's a good chunk of those handled.
Salvage deposit secured. Credits awarded.
Caution. Tethers depleted.
Now let's grab some more.
Welcome to Vintatron 9000.
Salvage deposit confirmed. Applying credit.
I tend to just grab everything, even if it's not really necessary. Okay, so do I want to bother with all of this here? Constructing. That's it. First of all,
Salvage deposit accepted.
get
Credit transferred.
these here.
Salvage deposit registered. Account credited. Salvage goal achieved. Rewards allocated.
Oh, a few more fuel tanks. And then we have yet another layer of fuel tanks over here. I might want to repair my tools in the next ship.
Salvage secured. Credits deposited.
So. Oh, did I cut a bit too far
Salvage
there, huh?
secured.
Looks like it.
Applying credit.
So.
Salvage deposit registered. Account credited. Salvage deposit secured. Credits
Okay.
awarded.
Now, how do I want to do this? You know what? I'm just going to burn out these here. I'm not going to bother with the explosives.
Salvage secured. Account credit
It's just a
applied.
waste of time.
Salvage goal obtained. Additional rewards assigned.
Can I burn them out like that? Yeah, I can. Maybe not. Let's do it. Alright. It feels a bit like it's taking longer than it should. So, then, let's see. That's the small part from the fuse. Let's get that out of the way. Then we have this part here, which can go there. Oh, and then we have 4 smaller parts that can now all go into the furnace directly.
Material deposited. Account credit applied.
Lots of smaller parts now.
Valuable object accepted for processing.
Okay. Time for the next one. If it wasn't for all of this here, we should be able to do this definitely in 3 shifts, but maybe we're going to need a 4th one. And oh. Yeah, working at a good clip nevertheless, so it might be enough. Oh, let's just do all of the cutting for now.
Processor deposit accepted. Credits awarded.
And that should be the last one there. And we still have our airlock here. We might as well... Is this moving? Why is this all moving? That is strange. There shouldn't be any reason for this to move. Let's see, which part is it that is moving? These parts here for some reason are pulled down? Oh, stage. Okay, so yeah, we have enough time. We should be able to get the reactor out of the way at least. That just grab that here for now. Meltdown.
Reactor meltdown.
And that's the
triggered.
reactor.
Action
Okay.
urgently required. Salvage goal achieved. Rewards allocated.
Yeah, so definitely going to need one more shift. So, and 3/4 done. Okay, let's see. Maybe we're going to advance even a bit further in the story right now. Yep, we are.
Hello,
As I said,
shipbreaker.
the story is now
You have
advancing
one
very, very quickly.
incoming transmit.
Hey, folks. Well, I don't rightly know what to say. I should have seen what Lou saw. To the company, we ain't nothing but equipment.
I swear, if I could get within cutting distance of that bastard.
Well, listen. This is what I want to talk about. Remember what Lou was saying about industrial action? Weaver. Now, I don't pretend to know what it accomplished, per se, but I do know it'd make him hurt. Weaver. Heck, I know it'll piss Hal off, and that alone's worth the price of admission. Weaver. Kai?
I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. Everyone, he was so scary. You've seen him?
Kai, spit it out.
He pulled me aside. Look, I gave him access to the Union News Group.
This is because of you?
I didn't know Lou was gonna send that message. I didn't know.
Oh, Kaido. How could you do that? I should have seen this coming.
I'm so sorry.
Well, kid, sorry's about as useful as a paper bag for a helmet, ain't it?
Well, folks, my old man taught me to know when the hands need a folding. Don't even know why I thought we could play this game. Play by the rules tomorrow, and the next day, and every day thereafter. Maybe in time, they'll give us some of our humanity back. Weaver out.
Yeah, that is what I was talking about earlier. Put pressure on the system until something breaks. And in this case, it was Kaito.
Good morning, Shipbreaker. Please enjoy the following inspirational message. Success is not the key to happiness. Happiness is the key to success. If you love what you do, you will be successful.
Oh, third shift. And hopefully the last one for this year.
Happy morning, folks. Saw some sloppiness yesterday, but I let it slide. Hope I don't see more today. Well, aren't you all a quiet bunch? Weaver, you're unmuted, by the way.
Thank you, Hal. I'm aware.
No sage words of wisdom for the team?
They know what they're doing.
You know, Curzon, if you hit those quotas, I might see about giving your comms privileges back. Once a week only, of course.
I'd like that.
Yeah, well, need to see those results first. Well, heck, folks, you're really taking this job seriously. I love to see it. Remember what we say, Kai? Avoiding chatter makes profits... what? Huh? It makes profits fatter, right?
Right.
Well, I like this. My little group of busy bees. No fuss, just salvage. Keep it up. Hal out.
Yeah, that's what you get if you totally destroy the team. So, then, let's see, we have a reactor. Oops. Okay. Luckily, this was not too heavy a hit there.
Salvage deposited.
Okay, you can go
Applying
over
credit to
there.
account.
And then I can also access get rid of this cooling pipe there. And this one here can go all the way over there. This one here goes into the barge. And the same is true for the ECU.
Salvage
There should
deposit
still be
confirmed.
one or two
Applying credit.
parts here that I need to get rid of carefully. The consoles.
Salvage
And
accepted.
the computer.
Credit applied.
Let's see.
Salvage
Looking
registered.
good.
Transferring credits.
And now this here can go into the furnace.
Deposit accepted for processing.
So, then we have our airlocks. And these rings for the processor.
Salvage secured. Credits deposited. Salvage secured. Account credit applied.
And apparently no console on this one. And then some more segments. Processor. Yeah, no, it's only the middle parts left, huh? Plus some minor components on the side.
Material accepted. Credits transferred. registered. Transferring credits. Salvage goal fully completed. Rewards assigned.
Come on.
Processing valuable deposit. Credits transferred.
So, then it's just some minor parts left, huh? Okay, kinda overestimated how long this is going to take. But I prefer overestimating this than underestimating it, I guess. So, then let's give this a little bit of a push in this direction. Similarly here. And then I think it's just this part here left. Yep. Looking pretty good so far.
Valuable object processed. Credits deposited.
And there we go. That was actually the entire ship already done. Okay, nice. That was way faster than I had expected. Yeah. Let's see. And we have the next rank, which should give us, I think, a next ship type. I hope at least. Well, let's see.
Hello, Shipbreaker. This is your morning wake-up call.
Apparently not. Okay. Let's see. Yeah, Beulah is gone for now, so... Yeah, patient missing. We can't do any repairs now, even if we have the parts, so... Yeah, I guess that's it for today, and in the next episode we're going to have to continue with a ship type we already dealt with, but maybe with a little bit of a twist on that one. And with that, we've reached the end of this episode here. I hope you enjoyed it. Please like, share, and comment if you did so. It really assists the algorithm. Independent of that, I wish you all a nice day, and, well, see you.